gentlemen, I am back with another banger. Go ahead and smash that like button on the end. Let's talk about it really quickly, man. Now, as you guys already know, mental manipulation is the modern woman, and for the most part, for most of history, has been the woman's thing. You know, as far as those that don't have the goals in life to become a wife, they have to fool you. Now, some of these women are wifey material, but I don't know if they really realize that orbiting a man, giving him signals instead of just approaching, are all forms of manipulation. Now, I know society has told us that these are norms and they should be okay, but as a man, you know when you're being mentally manipulated. If a woman likes you, she shouldn't gaslight you and tell you things like, well, a real man would approach, and a real, listen, the variation of what she considers to be a real man might not be the version of a real man that you are. What she should do is go and do what she needs to do to get approached by a man that she considers to be a real man, instead of gaslighting you and trying to shame you into thinking that you're not a real man because you don't approach her. Now, here's the thing. What is this? Now, here's the thing. A lot of these women out here, they have guys approaching them. But what they're doing is they're not interested in the guys that are in their DMs that are approaching them. They're only interested in the guys that are talking about that they want a woman to approach them. And this is why we keep getting these crazy videos from these psychopaths. Now, remember, a lot of times, you guys, these females online that are making these videos are just running a skit. They're just trying to go viral. You can't take what they say serious. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they are. Now, women, believe it or not, get greatly just making a video, going live, nothing much. What's going on, family? Going on a walk. Now, believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Like random edits or ransom edit says right here. Women enjoy, you know what I'm saying, talking to a guy, that they can't mentally manipulate, right? They enjoy speaking to someone that, doesn't just give in to the fact that she's a woman. Let's see what's going on here. They hate to see it when men don't get manipulated by them. They really don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're right. They hate it. They can't stand it, but they're also very much so turned on by it because it's a challenge. And gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but women love a challenge, you know, not a physical challenge in any sense of the word, but any kind of mental challenge or, where they believe, because you got to remember, women, they make everything personal. So if you're a guy and you're rejecting some of these women that you're not even rejecting will take it personal. It's the craziest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Craziest thing. Great talk, fellas, ladies. Okay. Hey, I appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You guys that are in here, go and smash that like button. We have to talk about this subject because, a lot of women, um, Ransomhead. Oh, you just up in here trolling. Oh, you're here trolling, brother. Hey, you do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what country is that? I don't know what that is. But whatever, what I'm saying, country that is that Mother Russia? I don't know what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you. I appreciate you joining me, family. Salute to you. I got a spider hanging from my phone. Get out of here. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, brother? What's going on? We're just out here chopping it up. Listen, we're just talking about how women are doing what they're doing. How the women love a man that can't be manipulated. And we like to make sure we have a clear distinction between these low vibrational females and the kind of women that we like. So calling these females, the mental manipulators. And ladies, remember, you can fall into your lower vibrational self and start doing female things even as a woman, because you know that it's not natural for you to orbit a man in hopes that he'll eventually notice you doing all kind of shenanigans and tricks and, what I'm saying, mental gymnastics. When you could just say, hey, how you doing? Your name is Becky or Keisha or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then let Mother Nature do its thing. You know what I mean? The natural laws of attraction. But see, again, a lot of females believe with the weaponization of social media and the internet, and their phones are always in their hand. They're like, hey, I can trick this dude. I can just like a couple of his pictures. I can, for y'all that have someone at your job, I can flirt a little bit, and we're not here to make assumptions. For a man's safety and for the woman's, you can't be making assumptions. Very easy for you to say, hey, how you doing? Or, introduce yourself in whatever clever way you want to. See, that's where they need to put all that wit into figuring out a clever way to approach a man. You know what I'm saying? You see a little rabbit up there? And instead, they want to play like psychopaths, you know, and try to manipulate. See, listen, when you have someone that manipulates you like that, it's not a good way to start off. Here's my problem with it. If I find out that a woman's like, oh yeah, I was, trying to get your attention for a while, it's kind of disturbing. It's like, well, how long is a while? What all did you do? Why didn't you introduce yourself? Now I understand that sometimes women need to vet dudes or whatever for a little bit, but women really do appreciate a guy that can't be manipulated by a female. You know what I'm saying? Yes, about the title. What's going on? Another guru, another person that wants to project, in the middle of a live stream that they could have kept scrolling through, but instead stopped to give us a, hey, how you doing? Guess what? Since you don't know how to scroll, allow me to do it for you. Let me go ahead and put you in timeout for 24 hours. Next time you'll learn to keep scrolling instead of trying to gaslight a grown-ass man in the middle of his conversation. Show some respect or I'll show you the door. Do you not know that we can put you in timeout? Did you not know that? Yeah, you can't come through trolling anymore. I can just put your goofy ass in timeout and they'll delete all your messages as well. Yeah. They're cutting back on all of this delayed trauma that you people have, that you try to project on innocent people that are just trying to make content. They're not allowing that too much anymore. Okay? So I can put any of you in timeout for no reason and it'll delete your messages. And then now you'll have to go find someone else to project traumas onto. So I would advise that you chill out and be easy, or I'll show you the door. Do you understand? Grown men talking grown folks business. You know what I'm saying? And business is good. I ain't got time for you over here. Okay? You know what I mean? I'm not your daytime babysitter. And does someone have a bill that they can't pay? Is someone behind on their child support? Whatever reason you have to think you're going to project onto me, listen, save it. You know what I mean? Save it. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? How you living? We're just talking briefly while I'm on my walk. This live stream is about Man's game and the fact that I'm actually, man, you be on it, man. I'm gonna use that as a title, brother. I'll take that. That's a good title right there. I'm gonna use that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Y'all coming through, give me great ideas as usual. The wolf pack doing what they do. Oh, a tree must have fell, limb or something. Get that out the road. But yeah, man, women love a man that can see a female's. I mean, we gotta say female. We can't say that these manipulative weirdos are women or ladies. You know what I'm saying? A woman and a lady will not move like that. Trust me. My mother is a saint, or the saint, whatever. She's always with me. And she approached my dad and would not allow any of her sisters to come anywhere near him, all the way back and forth to Florida. I know for a fact, and they were, deaf, due in part. My dad has not been with a woman since my mother. So we're not going to act like this is something new where women that see a valuable man in front of them, because my dad, he was a hippie, but he was a player as well. You know what I'm saying? First generation or second gen Sigma, I don't know. You know what I mean? But women came after him. He didn't have to go after no one. And my dad was the usual Chad or whatever, Tyrone. He was 6'1" or whatever, afro, aviator shades. That's where I get him from. Rocking the beard. Of course, my mom was gonna, you know what I'm saying? Dad was a Zen king, and when you're Zen like that, women want to be a part. Mom just wanted to make some babies with him. Listen, listen, and my dad could not be manipulated by anybody. You know what I'm saying? No one. And my dad chose a good woman from South Carolina. A good upbringing. Her father and mother, my grandparents were married, 10 kids, 5 boys, 5 girls, exactly. Old school Negro stuff. Big family, solid family. My dad seen it. He knew the game. That's why a guy has to get out there and have a couple relationships so he can know what to avoid. And when he sees something that's a diamond, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm getting that. You know what I mean? Got married, made 4 kids, and all of us got married. Now, of course, my situation wasn't the best, but I am the wild one out the bunch. Okay? Okay? But all 4 of us were married at one point in time. He knows he's a successful father. He gloats about it all the time, as he should, what I'm trying to do as well. That's why I'm trying to make sure my son is taken care of and I don't just bring any random, I can't say loosey gooseys, you know. Hey, we don't want to call them that, my guy. I don't want to put you in timeout, but we have to be careful. YouTube, the algorithm is very particular, and I just got monetized. I'm fresh in the game. I'm not cussing. I'm towing the line, y'all. I pray and everything early in the AM before I go live because I'm trying to be a better man. And I want to get my money. It ain't that serious, baby. I ain't got to cuss like that. And we can be respectful, okay? Because listen, we ain't going to mess up the paper for a few words. It's not that serious. I'm just going to be real with you. I ain't going to lie. I got my divorce paperwork in the mail. Hang on. Click my heels together. You know what I'm saying? I'm a free man. Ha. Yes. Divorce paperwork in hand. I am free. Never going back again. Now, listen, real quick, before I let you guys go, while you're focused, doing what you got to do every single day, my brother. Hey, listen, I'm going to do it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny. Ladies, I know that some of the guys out there get a kick out of guys that are freshly divorced. And when we got this new freedom, it's more than that, okay? We had an ascension. It's not just, oh, we're divorced, the old ball and chain, and now I feel like I'm a new man. No, those are dudes, those are alpha type of dudes that are gaslighting Sigmas, right? When you hear a guy that's like, some of these guys that are getting divorced, that like, oh man, a tree, a butterfly. No, you corny goofball. That's a man that's ascended and knows that being out in nature and being in the real world matters. And everything in it matters and is a blessing. It has nothing to do with getting rid of an ex-wife. That's how you know a corny alpha or a beta posing as an alpha. You know what I'm saying? That's how you always know. They always got something to say about a man that's ascended above them. They can't handle it. But look, women, on the other hand, they love the fact that you call out everyone's manipulation. They love the fact that a woman, because here's the thing, if a woman, which are master manipulators, a female, I'm sorry, if a female covert narcissist is that, if they can't fool you, then no dude can fool you, which means, oh, you're a leader, which means she can take her hat off. She can go ahead and relax in her femininity because you've created space for her. You know what I'm saying? And they love this. Now, don't be a giga chad and also be able to be celibate while you're in the prime of your life and it's being offered to you every single day, every time you get on TikTok, or Instagram. No, 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 no. With that level of discipline, you're literally a god. Okay? Was marriage seriously unrepairable? What kind of question is that? Are you somebody that know my ex-wife or something? Because that's a wild question. A man wouldn't ask that kind of question. Rose, are you a woman? You could be just a woman, but that kind of sounds like maybe a weird question my ex would ask. And you got to remember, I'm a free man. There's no single man out there, married or not, that would rain on my parade and say things like, "Was the marriage seriously that unrepairable?" Listen, I'm not a woman, so I don't get on here and just whine about what that woman put me through. But and I don't sit here and bask in the trauma that was I'm not going to say inflicted on me, that I allowed, because I take full responsibility of whatever happens to me as a man. So whatever trauma that was that I allowed to happen, do it thinking that I was deeply in love with someone that wasn't in love with anyone but themselves. And then I had to come with terms to realize, what are my issues to be with a narcissist that only projects back to you, mirrors back to you whatever they think that you want to see. So I'm dating myself. So what is my issue where I needed to be with someone like that? See, that's the real question. And those are the answers that I worked on and got for myself, because it doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with her. Okay. I'm a very good man. I'm a good friend. I'm a great soldier. I'm a fantastic father, and I'm an overall good human being. If you think that I would just go and run from a situation without knowing and going through all the different variables, that's your problem. I can tell you this, I don't know what women do, but as a man, I know you guys deal with cheating. When a female decides to cheat on a man, you lost all value and all respect. I have no respect for a cheating female. You got to understand that. I have worked through other things with my ex, a whole lot of other things. But again, I'm not a woman. I'm not going to get on here and put an air out all her business. Why would I air all her business out right now when she's giving me what I want? You know what I'm saying? Which she had no choice or whatever. But yeah, I'm a rational guy. It's just cheating when you're a man. What is you tell me, what is a woman's value after she cheats? Not only is cheating grounds for divorce, but as a man, when a woman, when you find out she's cheating on you, you don't want that woman in your face with dick on her breath. What's going on? You don't want that woman in your face with dick on her breath. It's not the same, because it's just guys, we don't want to admit it, but we are helpless romantics when we fall for a chick. We don't want to admit it, but that's really what it is. And women look at relationships nowadays, for the most part, as a business transaction. Now, if men would look at it the same way, we never get fooled. But we believe in true love, and women, they believe in conditional love for the most part. Now, I know you're going to say, well, I know when there's a lot of women. But I can tell you this right now. According to the stats and according to my ex marriage, you know what I'm saying? These women out here are just, they're definitely monkey branching, practicing hypergamy. And when they get bored or their butt crack itches, they decide to cheat. See, I'm very tapped in. When a woman says something like, okay, I'll give you the scenario in which I decided to leave. She was telling me that her mom needed a heart surgery. She said it was going to be done in 3 days. She'd be walking again by the weekend, and the surgeons doing the work on her worked for the White House. Hmm, For the White House, you say? Now, you don't know this, but I used to work for the White House, and I know that her family was very jealous of me doing this. They don't think I pay attention to things, but I do. Why are you telling me that the surgeons are the kind of surgeons that work on the president? I never asked. I don't care. You wanted to throw that in my face. That's a very weird thing to say. No, you don't have doctors working on you that work on the president, you broke fool. You know what I'm saying? So I knew she was setting up for a cheat session. Now, it's crazy to me, and what I had to settle with was her family was going along with it. Do you think I would ever make up a scenario of my father or any of my siblings being sick just to cheat? It was more than cheating. She got there, and then 3 days later, she didn't talk to me. She told my dad she wasn't coming back. I didn't know this. She never told me this. My dad never told me this, right? He figured she was just going through some things. Of course, she was going through some things. She was going through some dicks. She was having a good time. You know what I mean? Dudes was telling her whatever she wanted to hear. She was getting that pillow talk, getting sweet dick. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. You know what I mean? And then reality hit. Once those guys had smashed her out, they didn't want to commit. She even said to me while she was gone, I might not come back for 3 months or 6 months. This is when the guys were really wearing it out. They were really telling her what she wanted to hear. She fell for it like a dumbass. I told her, don't